Hi guys, welcome back to the 9 Kings. Today the King of Time was finally released, and let me tell you that it's the most broken king of all. I played on the king difficulty today, and after beating the game, so beating the wave year 33, I was able to return back in time using new buildings called Portal. You are able to get back in time, I think 3 or 4 years. It depends if you have the decree, which is increasing this year by 1. But anyway, you can return back and start the whole run again, but you have all upgraded units and buildings already. So it's pretty funny. And you can upgrade your army to the infinite amounts right away and start the run basically again. So you can get pretty far using these tactics. And that's not all, because you can go even further than year 1. So I was able to return back to year -1, where you are going to meet a new champion of time, which is pretty sick. I don't know if it's a bug or if it's intended, but after beating him, I was instantly teleported to year 34, and then when I returned back using portals to year -1, I should be fighting him again, but the game froze, so I don't know if it's a bug or intended, but it also showed a very funny text when you are going to fight him, and it was written in reverse, so that was kind of cool. Also, because of ability to return back in time, you can basically choose a decrease several times, but the second time you are going to choose it, it's not as strong, it's some kind of different pool of decrease. So some damage increase to some plot. Oh, they're just much weaker and not the same at all. Just a small bonus when you return to the same year as previously with a decree. Also, you can return back to years when you are going to make a peace with a king or a war against a king. So I was able to have a war against every other king at the same time. And I was even able, at the end of the run, had a war only against my rebellion, so no other king. Which was kind of sad, because then I couldn't get to fight against another king, and I needed the cards from them. So by the way guys, this is that fight against the champion of time on year -1. So as you can see, it was pretty fast because I was already overpowered, and I was teleported directly to year 34, which was kind of weird, but okay. And now I'm going to show you the cards, new cards of the Time of King, so let's go back to the menu. So the base of the King of Time is Bastion. It's casting quite small purple circles, which are able to teleport enemies to the back of the map, which can be very helpful, but it's going to do it only once per whole fight, so it's not that helpful. But it's very helpful if you are focusing only on ranged units, and you need to keep the range from them. What I noticed is that this base has very fast attack speed, so it's probably going to be very viable for endless runs. Despite having a small AoE, it's able to kill the whole army before even the fight starts. The next unit is Warper, which I was basically using all the time, and it's able to summon units with the same stats as this Warper. So if you are going to buff them, the summoned units are going to be even better, and there is also a good decree for him, so the summons are dealing double damage and have double HP, so they can be really tanky. Also, good thing is that attack speed is increasing the summoning or decreasing the summoning cooldown, so you can summon very fast. It's not like with the mycelium. So this unit has very high potential for some synergy builds with boars, raptors, I don't know what, all the buffs available. Then we have an Orbiter, which is a caster, and it's like shooting a magic ball towards the enemies, which is piercing them and dealing damage to all of them, and then returning back as well to you. And at attack speed, I noticed that attack speed is increasing the speed of this projectile as well. So you are shooting it then and back, and it's going faster and faster. And then you have Amplifier, which I didn't really test that much, but it is buffing a nearby enemy when that amplifier is buffed itself. So it can be pretty good because it's a building, so Quarry is probably buffing that, and that amplifier could be buffing the units around, so the Quarry can be buffing units around the amplifier. And also if you are buffing just one plot, it's going to buff 3 plots around it, so it's worth it. And then we have a new tower, Hourglass, which is extremely slow, but it's dealing AoE damage, but AoE damage like it's hitting everyone on the screen at once. So it could be pretty cool. I would like to try it in some specific build just for that hourglass. Then we have a portal which is enabling you to return back in time. If you are going to level it up to level 3, it's going to return you back 2 years. If you have that decree upgrades, it's going to be 3 years, and it's going to destroy the whole plot as well. It's not like the concubulator that it's going to stay there. No, the portal is going to be destroyed. Then we have probably one of my most favorite cards from now on, and it's called Rewind, and you are able to discard all your hand. You will also sell that Rewind, so you will get 9 gold, discard all your hand, and you will draw another 3 cards, but those 3 cards will be the last 3 cards you used previously. So this is probably even better than Offering. Imagine that you play 3 offerings, and then this Rewind, you are going to get another 3 offerings to hand. That's insanely good. And of course, also 9 gold. Then we have an Adrenaline, which is a buff of the units, and it's going to buff their attack speed. The longer the fight is, the higher the bonus is going to be. So it's like stacking bonus of the attack speed over time for that specific year or fight. So this is also going to be pretty strong. If you have any kind of healing, Spires or Kind of Nature healing, or if you have really good tanking units and you are able to prolong the fight, your ranged unit in the back or in the front are going to get better and better. And the last card we have new for the King of Time is Regression, which is going to downgrade 1 level any plot. So imagine that you have, let's say, a soldiers on level 3 and you are going to use it on that. It's going to be downgraded to level 2, but it's going to have the same stats as a level 3 unit. So you can basically level it up several times over maximum level. You can make level 100 soldiers with it if you are going to use it 97 times, or I don't know how many, and it's going to be still visual level 3, but it will have stats of level 100 soldiers. And this is not only working on the units, it's working on any plot, so you can use it on your base as well, on the buildings. I'm not sure how it's working on the supportive buildings like library or farm, because it's sometimes hard to tell how many stacks are triggered, so I wasn't able to see. I specifically tried it using it on Shrine, so if I can reduce the gold cost under 0, or at least to 0, but it wasn't working. The minimum gold cost for upgrade was still 3 gold, while it was basically on the level 6 effectively, so it should be under 0. Okay, never mind guys, so this is all cards, or these are all new cards from the King of Time. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do not forget to give it a like, and the next time I will try to upload some video with a run. Specifically, I would like to focus on beating this King of Time on King 99 difficulty, so wish me good luck. So thank you guys for watching, like and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.